If the government orders you to stay inside, are you breaking the law by going outside? Hi, I'm Northern Virginia criminal defense attorney Scott Nolan, and I've been posting videos about criminal law and about driving under the influence. But today I'm going to shift focus a little bit during this time of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we'll talk a little bit about your rights. So this is a question I get a lot. The governor says I have to stay inside. Am I breaking the law if I go outside? Well, first of all, folks, the governor has not said you cannot go outside. It is perfectly legal. Probably as I am driving here, you're going to see some people walking, driving, walking their dogs. Go outside. It's perfectly legal to go outside. You can go anywhere in the state that you want. The only restrictions the governor has placed is against gatherings of 10 or more people. And he's ordered certain businesses, most businesses honestly, to close down. There is no restriction on your ability to get in the car and go for a drive, for your ability to get in the car and go see your friends. I don't recommend that. It's not a great idea, but it is not illegal. So let's talk about what the law is. The state of Virginia, like most states, has given its governor very broad powers during a state of emergency. Article 5, Section 7 of the Virginia Constitution has a paragraph or so on the powers of the governor, and then it has about 6 or 7 paragraphs on the powers of the governor during an emergency. And the Constitution's definition of emergency specifically includes the spread of an infectious disease. So, under that definition, this is an emergency. In an emergency, the Constitution of Virginia grants the governor an extraordinary power, several, and he gets to control the movement of people throughout the state. He can restrict you to your house. He hasn't, but he can. He can restrict certain towns. He could say nobody's allowed in or out of Fairfax. He hasn't done that, but he can. The governor can also set curfews. He can do just about anything that revolves around the movement of people. He can even go so far as to order whole populations out of their homes or to stay in their homes. Now, typically people think about this in terms of a hurricane or a tornado or some other natural disaster, but it definitely applies during the pandemic. What makes all of this unique is that the governor can do this by order. It immediately gains the effect of law. It does not need to go through the legislature. Violating the governor's order is, at a minimum, a Class 1 misdemeanor, punishable by up to a year in jail and up to a $2,500 fine. So there are really two answers to the question, can I go outside? The first answer is yes, for now. And the second answer is, if the governor orders you to stay inside, yep, you got to do it. All right, folks, if you have any questions about the government's ability to restrict your movements during an emergency or any other area of the law, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Give me a call. And you stay safe.